drowning everything in me. The way she moves, the way she knows everything I need. This night, she shines like diamonds. So fine, so high, so the scars are just the afterglow of living on a fuse. This night, she shines like diamonds. So I'm wasted, and I'm so down with everything she's taken. Like the more that she break me, the more I like to take.
Are we live? We can do this now? All right, ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another episode. I didn't say adventure. Episode.
Why? I like adventure.
Another adventure of the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man in a suit.
In a suit again.
That's
again.
That's the new business.
What? You're ruining this whole thing.
For you, maybe.
For me, because look, the whole thing was about Darren and the Music Man.
Yeah, well,
you're not representing properly.
All right, next week I'll
wear
a
stuff
glitter.
shirt
I'll
here.
be a glitter.
Well, you got to wear your glitter. That's the music.
Did everybody out there have a good week? Oh, we had a good week. Do you have a good week?
I had a good week.
Yeah,
A very busy week. We got one more week of busyness, and then it will slow down a little bit. But we got some great things going on.
Well, let's start with what's behind us.
What's behind us?
Let's go talk about our new backdrop.
You know what? Here's the thing. Something we've been talking about doing for a while is instead of looking out the window at the city all the time, we said we'd rather look at our own faces. And the thing is, here's the way is, you see how this is set up? This is the beauty part of the whole thing. As I'm sitting here, I'm blocking myself out. So if I need to go to the bathroom or something, I can just get up.
What are you talking about? This is a classy show.
Look, it's like I'm not even
Here, sit down and don't talk.
I didn't even leave.
Here I am. Look like Fred Flintstone.
We had to make sure Norman's in there.
We have a powerhouse guest tonight.
Power couple.
Powerhouse
A
people.
power couple.
PP, Powerhouse People.
People? What are you talking about?
Powerhouse People.
We have a great couple tonight, right?
Are we sure they're a couple? They look like they're a couple.
They talk about being a couple.
They say they are.
They say that. They
Well,
filled it out
whether
on
they
the
are
sheet.
or whether they are, and they are power.
They are power.
In the real estate market.
In the real
So
estate
you-
market.
so
is-
introduce them.
No, you introduced. You brought them on.
I bring everybody on. What is that thing?
Wait
Take
a
shot at
second
this.
here, buddy.
I'm the salesperson here. That's why I'm still here. I buy my way in. Otherwise, what the heck would you
So
need me
we want to welcome Elena and Chris Galluzzo from Signature Properties.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you for being
Hey
here
guys,
tonight.
thanks for being on tonight. I know you.
You having us on?
Oh, we're gonna
good.
have a good time tonight.
You almost weren't. It took you so long to fill out that damn profile. You almost weren't.
Yeah,
Well,
Norm
that's
gets,
good. Thank
Norm
God.
gets a little stressed out when you don't respond within 5 minutes.
Everything has to go. I got ACD.
Team is very busy.
Yeah,
thankfully.
you wouldn't believe how many emails I get right after he sends out a thing and nobody responds. He's like, I haven't heard back from them yet. Well, when did you send it? About 20 minutes ago. I'm like, okay, give me a
Maybe.
little time.
Maybe. So tell us, you're real estate. You're with Signature. Are you commercial? Are you residential? Are you both? Tell me a little bit. Who wants to go first?
Elena, you have the floor.
Well, we're mostly residential.
Mm-hmm.
We dabble in commercial. We'll do some businesses sometimes, but our main thing is definitely residential.
So
Any-
you're in residential market,
Mm-hmm.
right? What type of homes do you guys list? Everybody's got
Homes people can live in.
We
Good one.
good one.
Oh,
Though.
really?
We all know
What kind
that.
of homes?
But the type of homes, some people are very high end homes. Some people are middle class homes. What type of homes do you guys work with?
Well, we dabble in the center of that. So we'll have some very high end homes. We'll have some, 400 to 600. But our main sales gig is really like 750 to $1.2 million.
Okay.
That area, that
All
range.
right, so
that's the Dix Hills, Melville,
Right. Okay.
Northport, Fort Salonga, like that area.
Mhm.
So you're at a higher end and the middle.
We're the
You're a little
higher
above
end of the middle.
Right. So you're higher end of the middle.
They're in
Yes.
Dix
Okay.
Hills. Dix Hills demands a certain price.
Yes.
That's not like other neighborhoods and whatever may be. So.
Most properties are on acre properties. Most properties are the homes are larger, so it calls for it.
Is your whole area that you do in Dix Hills and Comac and in that particular location? Or you do Comac too?
Yes, come back
Yes?
too.
Okay. Is it the Comac schools? Is it Dix Hill schools?
Both.
It's both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Yep.
we're not just associated with those two towns or those two locations on schools. We really do all of Long Island. So a couple of the deals we just did were Brooklyn. We just sold two
We like Brooklyn.
co-ops in Brooklyn Heights.
I love Brooklyn.
And we're going to be listing a brownstone in Williamsburg.
Well,
Beautiful.
Brooklyn's really rebounding.
Love
Especially
it.
those
Love
areas.
Brooklyn.
Crazy
Brooklyn.
lately, right?
Brooklyn's an amazing
It's hard to get to from
Yeah.
here, but
The overflow of Manhattan hit Brooklyn. Now Brooklyn's overflow is hitting Queens and Western Nassau. So it's really an amazing accomplishment as to what's been going on.
what area in Western Nassau is getting hot? Getting hot, not already hot.
Well, the areas that are really
Oh.
hot are New Hyde Park. You have Plainview, Syosset, Jericho.
Oh, that's always been hot.
Those
They're
are
always
areas that are hot. Massapequa is
stay
always
hot.
hot.
Right.
But the areas that are getting the influx of Queens, the movement of Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan has been moving to Nassau now. Then we get the overflow into Suffolk County, into our areas. That's what's happening.
And they're
with us.
even finding Smithtown now, and then they'll venture out. Some of them will venture out a little bit.
They'll go out a little bit
Yeah.
farther, and it's
Very little bit.
it's the creep, right?
It's the creep.
Because when we were all kids, if you guys remember Deer Park Avenue, there was farms on Deer Park Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
Potato
right?
Dirt
Potato
roads,
farms,
actually. When my parents moved to North Babylon,
Mm-hmm.
dirt roads.
Yeah. So it was, my parents moved they actually lived in Deer Park when they were kids. And
Yeah,
Deer
same
Park,
road.
I can remember as a kid my father telling me, yeah, that was so-and-so. I knew him when he owned the Texaco station when Deer Park Avenue was just a 2-lane road.
And Elena's
Mm-hmm.
father used to own
Yeah.
the Crown Station on Deer Park.
Okay, so you know what? Our families probably know each other.
Yes, they
You know, so
probably
they
did.
probably did.
I
The
grew up
car
in a-
wash and the Crown Station.
Okay.
I
Deer
grew up
Park
in the
Car Wash.
Bronx, and my whole family lived in the Bronx. But one of my uncles bought a home in Syosset, the expressway wasn't done yet.
Right.
It only went up to a certain part, and we got off. We had to get off the expressway and then ride these dirt roads, to get to his home. Yeah, I remember that.
So
amazing.
interesting.
Yeah. So how long have you
Come a
guys
long way.
been a couple?
30-something years. Yeah, he gets mad at me every time I try to make it up.
I just crack up.
Well, usually
I know.
Usually
It's
it's the
supposed to-
woman
I'm
who knows
supposed
the
to know.
date down. So you're the
She's
romantic
not one
of the
those
couple.
type of,
36,
women.
37,
So
whatever
Chris, you're
it takes.
the romantic one of the couple.
So I believe so, but we met where she was 18. I was 19 at Hofstra University.
Okay.
And it was really a great night. Because,
Was she really 18?
She did make it.
She had an ID back then.
Yeah.
IDs back then didn't have.
Everybody
Oh,
had
the
IDs.
IDs back then were hilarious.
Yes.
Well,
You
I-
scraped the number
Absolutely.
off of my
Right.
cousin who was 6 years older than me.
Right.
And let me tell you what I looked like when I was like 16 years old. Maybe 12 at the
Right.
tops. And I'm getting in as 23. They knew I wasn't 23.
Okay, so we'll go and believe you that you were 18
18
years
when you
old.
met Chris.
So
The
yeah,
first
man, would
night I
you?
met her, I told her I'd marry her. The first
Nice.
night.
You
She
were,
goes, "I'm
you were
sorry, I have a
looking.
boyfriend
You
for
were
2
looking to get.
years."
You were looking to get some, so you told her that really.
That was my opening line usually.
I thought this was
With
a
me,
fam-
it was.
I
It
thought
is.
This was a family.
With
show.
me,
Here
it was
you
a
go.
closing lines. So you met each other. Were you in different businesses at the time when you got out of high school or college? What did you guys do?
So the first job that I took was commodities. So I went into commodities. I became a clerk on the Commodities Exchange in the World Trade Center. So flash forward, I lost a lot of friends in the World Trade Center, which wasn't a
Sorry
very
to hear
good thing. But the market collapsed in March of '87. Was it, no, October of '87,
Right.
and I needed a job. So I was playing soccer, not earning any money, just gathering some cash on games. And then Elena and I got engaged, and then we got married, and pregnant, and everything.
Was
like
Elena
that.
working? Were you working at that time?
Yeah, I had 20 jobs. I always had 20 jobs. But I think I was a coat check girl. That was my main job at a nightclub called Attitudes in Mineola
I remember that.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And
All
I made a
mobsters
ton of
would
money.
give her a ton of money.
Ton of money. Ton of money.
Here's
At that.
$20.
Was it
Watch
on
my
tips?
drinks.
They would let me. I was the only person they trusted, and I would have to watch their drinks every time they went to the bathroom.
Did you, when you were a coat check girl, was it on tips or you went through everyone's pockets?
Both.
Well, that's how you did it when you were a hat check guy, right?
Still do it.
This is true.
He emptied my pocket.
A quarter here, a quarter there, and
As
it's
he
up.
came in.
I pick
As
up,
he
you know,
came
if
in.
I pick up the penny if it's on heads. If it's on tails, I leave it alone.
Good idea.
So, how did you guys get into real estate?
That
What
was
made you
one of
do
my
that?
first jobs, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Both of our first
yes.
jobs after commodities.
Yeah, after commodities.
So the commodities market collapses,
Mhm.
and I look in the New York Times for jobs, and I find this job that was mislabeled. It was under management instead of real estate.
Huh.
And I went for the interview, and the interview was with a prominent developer in Manhattan, and they interviewed 100 people. And they ended up hiring me out of the 100 people because 2 reasons. Number one, at the time, I was a soccer player. I was a captain of the soccer team at Hofstra.
Okay.
And they thought that was really impressive, and they didn't see that in other people that interviewed, that I had such a strong background as a captain, a leader. But the other part was, at the time, Elena and I were both involved with the Republican Club at Hofstra University with Todd Shapiro. And Todd's a very good friend of ours still. But at that time, the Republican Club was so important. But these developers in Manhattan were such staunch Republicans at that time that it looked great. So she asked me, what club were you the president of with your wife? I said,
It was the Young Republican.
The Young Republican Club. And she looks at me and I go, and I'm thinking to myself, should I
say
say
right, yeah.
the Republican Club? And I'm thinking, but she's got to be a Republican.
Right.
Nobody's a Republican that owns land,
Yeah.
in Manhattan especially. So
Democrat.
long story short, I said, Young Republicans is just, I'll tell you what, I want my father to meet you. I like you a lot. You're going to be hired.
That's awesome.
But
And
if
then
Dad
later
was a
worked in
Democrat,
real
what would have done?
that was a scary
That would've-
question.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
had
yeah.
At that time, it was a little scary. You're right.
So they hired you, and what was your job then?
So at the time, I became a building manager of brownstones all over the city. So they owned probably about 60, 70 buildings at that time. And the first 2 weeks that I worked there, I actually got a $10,000 commission that I earned in 2
Nice.
weeks. And long story short, we went on our honeymoon with that with that money that we earned.
We needed that money
because we couldn't go to
we
honeymoon.
were $10,000 short.
And
then he's like, he came home one day and he's like, we got $10,000, and he never got it. You never got that again, like in that.
Well, I sold an apartment on East 67th and Park Avenue, and I made a $10,000 commission. That was my first deal ever. I was 24 years old, and that paid for all for
whatever
our honeymoon and everything like that.
Yeah.
401 East 65th Street.
You had an apartment there?
There was a building, brand new build, beautiful building, and a friend of mine was selling. I use the word selling. Neither one of us were real estate agents, but we were hired to go and show all these young couples and professionals that were looking for apartments and a place to live, the apartments, and we would point out all the wonderful things in the apartment and all the different sockets, and you can do this, and the beautiful decor in the living room, and then they would go downstairs, fill out an application, and that SOB down there got all the commission. We got $25 a day. I was 17 years old.
You were just getting salary.
At that, $25?
Yeah.
That was
but
it.
$25 back then was good money.
Yeah, what was
Yeah,
that?
that was
Back then,
it was 1913.
way back then.
1825. So I guess that was pretty substantial, at that point. It was good.
We love Norm. Hey, anybody wants to call in and ask any questions of our
let's give off
tonight,
the phone number. You know the number?
Right?
Here it is.
Yes, I know the number. 631-415-1365. So give us a call. Phones are now open.
We're excited to hear from you.
You have friends?
We have some friends.
We have some friends.
We do.
Excellent.
We absolutely
You mentioned
do.
something about, earlier we were talking about customers and people that you sold houses to and stuff, and you mentioned this name, Fran.
Oh, our girlfriend, Fran.
Who's
She was
Fran?
One of our dear friends. Elena will tell the story. She loves this.
Well, that's a great story.
It's a great story
Supposed to
because
make like you didn't hear it.
we.
Oh, right. We got a phone
There's
call.
the phone.
What?
See, we
You're
can
going to have to
the
hold the
number.
story.
What?
Good evening and welcome to the Business Power Hour. Who's calling?
It's Michael Alba.
Hey,
Michael! Hey, what's up, buddy?
Listen, I've been trying to call in. I know you guys got a lot of important things going on there.
Well, thank you very much. Let me introduce you to the people that are listening. Michael Alba is one of the top Long Island and I'll even go Manhattan attorneys. He's a young man with a really nice law firm, multi-divisional law firm, and he's one of the nicest human beings that you're ever gonna meet. How's that, Mike? Good?
I appreciate that.
Is that
I
good for a
appreciate that.
discount?
I appreciate that. But Norman, you have probably some of the best people on your show right there. The
Tell
Galluzzo
us
Team
about
is the
them.
only team in town. You want to know why? Norman,
back
would you
at
like to
you.
know why?
Why is that, Michael?
Besides their soccer background, they are friends to many, and they always step up to the plate, and they're good to the public. They're reliable. They're trustworthy. If you ask them for a straight opinion, they'll give it to you. And in business, that's the most important thing you can have.
Aw,
That's
thank
right. That's
you,
really,
Michael.
really nice, Mike. But I hope that you're calling to give accolades to these two nice people. But you want to tell us a little bit of what's going on in your life and what you're doing?
Tomorrow, we got a massive fundraiser going on tomorrow. We're doing, I'm involved with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. We're throwing an event, campaign event at the main event, which the proceeds are going to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. All of us know people that have gotten affected by cancer. The Leukemia Lymphoma Society approached me back in November about being a candidate amongst other great candidates, in essence, to raise funds in a friendly campaign that lasts about 10 weeks. We had our kickoff event last week on Thursday, and tomorrow we have an event at the main event at 6 o'clock in Farmingdale.
And that's tomorrow at April 4th at 6 o'clock, the main event?
Yes.
All right, so
April
Michael, what
4th,
we're doing is
6
we're putting
o'clock.
that information up on the screen right now.
What's the address, Mike? That we can give the address out to the
Well,
people listening.
it's on the
in.
screen, so take a look at the screen. You guys can see the information there. And, Michael, we thank you, and we thank Elena and Chris for doing all these great things for these charities.
And Norman.
And Norman, of course, we got to include
Norman. We met
Norman.
Norman at the charity event with Michael. So we're back.
That's
Michael
how we hit it up.
100%. We love his family. We love his beautiful wife. Going to have a baby.
Yeah,
and
it's coming soon.
We appreciate you, Norman, for inviting us here, and we're really enjoying the show.
No, and we appreciate you for what you're doing for Michael and what you do for others. Yeah. It sounds like this is the end of the show. I mean, this is like the beginning.
Usually, this is when we usually do this stuff towards the end of the show.
Michael, do your summation.
If you can't listen, everybody, if you can't be there tomorrow night, support these societies.
You can make donations. Michael's running for Man of the Year. He's one of those people. Yeah. Are you still on the line, Mike?
I'm still on the run, and I'm still on the line.
So that's it. All right, so we'll hopefully see you tomorrow night, and we'll have other people that be there as well. And thank you so much for calling in.
Awesome. Have a great show.
I'll talk to you guys. Thank you, Michael.
And we'll be right back after these words from our sponsor.
Small business owners, are you having trouble growing your business? Do you feel like you're always swimming upstream? Do you feel like daily tension that I can't get ahead and I don't know why? Hi everybody, my name is Darren Sayafi and I'm a business therapist. What's a business therapist? Well, some people call us coaches, some people call us advisors, other people even call us strategists. We take a vested interest in you and your personal development as a person and as a business owner to give you the tools and structure that you need to take it to that next level. So don't wait. Give me a call today for your free consultation and let me show you how you can help yourself.
Welcome back to the Business Power Hour with Darren and the Music Man. As you can see, the Music Man's sleeping tonight.
No, I'm not sleeping.
You're
really
paying attention to your
tonight,
phone.
You know?
You're paying attention too much to your phone.
These are our customers, our clients,
our friends.
Our friends. My friends.
Your friends, not mine.
You don't have friends.
I'm told that.
You have associates.
I have associates, right? I don't.
Who's
nobody
Fran?
loves me.
Fran,
so yeah,
started telling.
Tell us about Fran.
Okay,
you started telling us about Fran.
You asked if we have any fun stories about selling real estate. So one of our fun stories is she wasn't really our friend at the time, so she was starting to be our friend, and we sell her house in 20 days.
Wow.
So she literally has to
So
get out.
you went from offer to closing in 20 days.
Offer to closing in 20 days.
So it was an all-cash deal.
In Comac in the candy section.
All-cash deal.
That's where my daughter lives.
Very, very fastest closing we ever had, actually. So she ends up buying a co-op in Huntington Village, and co-ops take forever to close. So her boys found an apartment. Everybody finds apartments. Everybody leaves. Even her dog. She found someplace to go for her dog to go. And then she was the only one who had no place to go. So she ends up living with us for 4 months.
Wow.
And we loved it.
And it was amazing. In the interim, we go out one night.
So wait a second. Did you know her before you sold her house?
We did know her, but not enough to be like,
as a secondary
come live
friend.
with us.
Like I said, like just somebody you knew from the neighborhood type of thing.
And she turned out she was cooking dinner for us.
Now she's like our best friend.
So why did you let her move out?
We didn't want her to move out. My girls were so upset when she was moving out. She was amazing.
What was her best dish?
In the interim, because we went out one night. All of us go out.
She's a great Italian cook.
Yeah, she's good. She cooked. She did everything. She didn't clean though. I didn't want her to clean. She wasn't a slave. But we go out one night to Cipriani.
So we go to Cipriani on Wall Street for a big event, and we bring Fran.
So the three of us are there, and it's a Ziggy Marley concert.
Okay.
And we're minding our own business. We have fun at the concert, and we go to the back, and we get our coats.
Right.
And it's like a room like this.
No, wait. You go back. You get your coat from the coat check room. Do you tip the coat check people better than?
Yes, I do. Actually.
Than you got tipped.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm sorry to.
And my lead-in was I was a valet parker too during college.
Oh,
so I give at least 5.
All right.
And she gives at least 5 to the coat checks. At least.
At least.
So we're good tippers.
How many times a day could I check your coat?
Norman's looking for another job now.
Times, that's
well, look,
$100.
he's got a fancy suit, you know, if all this other stuff he's wearing.
Yeah, I'm a fancy guy.
Fancy guy. Mr. Wall Street.
So go ahead.
I'm going to start calling you Mr. Wall Street.
That's right.
They were in the back.
So
you went to get your coats.
This woman is sitting there on a couch just like that with a dog, this little puppy, cute little puppy next to her that she just paid $9,000 for at an auction.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, it was like an autism auction. So it was a donation, and we're like, "Oh, cute little puppy."
Right.
And she says, "My girls are allergic. I can't take him home. Do you want him?" So
wait. She went and donated $9,000 for a puppy she wasn't going to take home. I can understand donating the money.
Yeah.
But why did you take the dog if you could?
Puppy. She was petting it like she was loving this puppy.
Right.
And the second we said, "We'll take it," she was like.
So let's get on to that. We definitely drank a little bit of wine,
right?
And sometimes Ziggy Marley has a little bit of other stuff.
Yeah.
In there.
I think
maybe it just circulated.
Maybe the atmosphere.
We both looked at each other, and I think we were a little tipsy, and we said, "Well, do you want him?" And well, do you want him? Yes.
So now neither one of us are dog people. We had cats.
Not that we were dog.
No.
Well, now you are, right?
I love dogs.
Not a dog person.
Not a dog
Never
person.
had a dog, didn't know what I was doing with the dog. But Fran, who was with us, used to even groom dogs. She was a dog person. So she takes this puppy, forget about it. We bring it home. She does everything. So she took care of the whole dog.
And your kids went wild over the fact that you had a dog.
So now we have this dog. She's taking care of the dog for 4 months.
Right.
And then she leaves.
And you're like, wait a second, you didn't tell me what to do.
Our friend to help us.
So what was the name of the dog when we brought it home?
When we brought it home, we named it Ziggy because we were at a Ziggy Marley concert.
Oh, Marley, Ziggy, Marley, anything. But our son...
Yeah, he turned it to Loki, the Nordic god of mischief.
Yeah.
Which he truly was.
So he literally is the Nordic god of mischief. I actually call him the Lokinator.
The Lokinator.
Yes. I'm like, please, he just knocks through everything. I'm like, stop being the Lokinator.
Is Fran still in her home?
Yes, she's still there, yes.
Does she come and visit Loki?
She does occasionally.
Occasionally.
Does she come over?
Not as much as you
cook?
want, though.
No cooking.
No cooking.
All right, so now...
Fran's going to crack up when she sees this.
You're in real estate. You're in building management.
Yes.
How did you come about to say, hey, you know what? I want to make a change and I want to get into real estate?
That really didn't happen until the last 6 or 7 years. I was getting tired of the commute. I was commuting to Manhattan for 4 hours a day. I really love real estate, though. It's my passion, and it's Elena's passion. So I was saying, how can I really make this monetize so I could leave Manhattan and not have to be afraid that I'm not having a straight salary or insurance and everything. So we made a commitment back in May of this year, actually, last year, 2018, to go full time. So I left my job that it was secure for 31 years and really did well with it. And we jumped in with both feet, and it's been really, really fabulous.
Well, you got a great reputation in what it is that you do, because I checked you out. I just didn't listen to what the two of you had to say, and you were all right about your neighborhood, and said nobody moves without the two of you.
Aww.
And I mean move
right.
without you, or come into your neighborhood without you. You're like the gods of this particular section you are. My daughter lives off of Marshmallow.
Great.
So one of my kids, she's on Delmar.
That's where
Fran lived.
That's where Fran lived.
On Delmar?
No, she lived on where did she live again? Peppermint.
Oh, okay. We're right there.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a fun neighborhood. Peppermint.
Right. My other one lives around the corner from you.
The candy section, right? So, you guys are doing this now full time together. How is it working together?
I love it.
Yeah, we enjoy
it's really
it.
great.
You know, sometimes when couples start working together and they get, you get this conflict.
Once in a while, it'll be like, but that's when we're working
what does
too much.
mean?
Once in a while, I'll get a little bit but that's when I'm tired and we've worked 7 days in a row. Because the season started a little early this year.
So he starts to annoy you a little bit.
So that's good.
No, it's not him so much. It really isn't. It's not him. It's just the life. But for the most part, everything runs smooth. He has his part. I have my part, and then we have our team.
Right. Oh, okay, so tell us about your team. What makes up your team?
How many members?
We have, what, 9?
So the great
Wow,
news
that's
is
great.
our
So you can-
son Christo joined our team, which was really fabulous.
I noticed on the website that there was another Chris Galluzzo on there, and I'm like, related probably, but I didn't want to.
You didn't see a junior?
No, it didn't say
No,
junior.
there's no
Yeah.
junior.
No
No, he's
junior.
not
Yeah.
a junior.
So so tell us about how did you get your son involved in real estate? Did he see the life of luxury that you guys are living?
Yes,
and,
that was definitely.
He saw the fact that we do 7 days a week,
Right.
14-hour days.
And he's like, I gotta jump on this.
I got to jump on it. I got to do all kinds of crazy hours, evenings, early mornings when people.
He
wanna
wants to
meet you.
retire early.
He wants to
He wants to
retire
make
early.
and
He wants
retire
to do what
He
mom
wants
and dad
that
do.
Mercedes convertible, the big one, the nice,
Nice.
$200,000 car. The one I used to have.
That's
One.
it.
One we'll get again.
Well, we will try to get it
Definitely
again.
get again.
Now,
What's hot in real estate? Is there any special programs that are out there
what do you
that
mean by
are
programs?
financing programs? Is there anything that
They're
you're
not
pushing?
financiers; they're real estate agents.
But they know what's out there. They deal with real
Well,
estate
the good
people all
news
the
is the
time.
rates are
Yeah, the
historically
rates are
low
just
low.
again.
Right.
They just went down another quarter of a point. So
Mhm.
we're looking at jumbo rates anywhere from 3 3/4 to 3.9 approximately. And mortgage people can give us better numbers. But with good credit, that's what you can achieve, which is fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get into a normal conventional loan at 4 1/4, in that range, which is fantastic.
No PMIs.
Well, yeah, there are. There's still PMI for younger couples. Sometimes that you have to.
Not like the late '80s and the early '90s when you were in the double digits when it came to
Well, our
mortgages.
first loan
Yeah.
when we were 23 years old, we bought our first condo in West Islip,
Mm-hmm.
and we were paying 18%.
Yeah,
And at the time,
Oh.
we refinanced it for 14%, and
And
we
you-
were jumping up and down.
yeah.
And
I remember.
that
I remember
was
those
times.
days.
So now looking at historically low borrowing, it's free money.
Mm-hmm.
Why not do it now? Why not buy a house now? Why not call the Galluzzo team now to buy your home?
And how did they reach the Galluzzo team, even though it's behind you on the board?
Right.
Always Elena's phone number is 631-774-3333.
Repeat it. Do it again.
631-774-3333. The magical number. Elena's phone is always on. My phone is 917-939-2271. Again, that's 917-939-2271. I'll never get rid of my Manhattan number. I'll always keep it no matter where I sell.
Well, the thing is, this is the great thing about being in the business for as long as you guys have been in the business is people who know you have that number, and you don't want to lose that. Now, if they want to see some of your listings and things like that, they can go to your GalluzzoTeam.com website, right? Mm-hmm. And find all that stuff. I want to track back a little bit, though. You were talking about this as your passion, right? With passion, and we were talking about this before. I do business and executive coaching, and I'm always working with my clients about their passion. What really drives them? What makes them get up in the morning and go to work? Because we all have something at the why inside of us for us to say, this is why I do what I do.
So
And it's not about the money and things like that.
It's not. And when we changed our whole paradigm,
Mhm.
when Elena and I changed our paradigm, is when we started giving service. So in other words, absolute power comes from service to others without expectation of return.
Mm-hmm.
And that really means we're selling these homes, but it's not really about the fee, even though the fee's nice.
Hey guys.
But it's secondary. So you sell a home that a family raised their beautiful children in,
Mm-hmm.
and now the next family comes in, and they're going to raise their beautiful children and affect the community in a positive way. And that's when our whole real estate career changed, when we started thinking on a deeper level. And Elena's always been in that level. She really always had a great mind. She's always compassionate and helpful. And when I jumped into that with both feet and really went into this whole new paradigm and new way of living, is when both of us, our career just ramped up. Really.
Really taking off from there. So with that mantra, okay, for lack of a better term.
Oh, it's his turn.
It's his term, mantra.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With your mantra, is there times where you meet people who say, hey, I want to buy a house, but you just don't want to deal with them? Like something about them, because what you're talking about and what you, correct me if I'm wrong, you're talking about knowing that you're bringing good people into a community, and that's a reflection on you, right?
I mean, there are difficult people that you deal with, but we're open. People have
it's
different
tough to
personalities.
prejudge.
Yeah.
And there people are under pressure. It's not easy to look for homes and and sell homes, and so we just go with the flow.
Well, it's the biggest purchase or sale that people are making, and like you said, you have a family that raised their kids in this house. We always talk about, they always think their house is worth a lot more than what it really is, because of the treasures of their memories that are in there. And they're sitting there going, no, you don't understand. Yes. It's my house should be, when the house is going to sell at $900,000, but they're like, no, I want $1.5 million. Right. You're like, no, it's not going to work. It doesn't work like that. So I'm sure that sometimes those are hard conversations to have with.
They are. Yeah. And sometimes you have to just roll with it. Sometimes they have to be proven. It has to be proven, and you have to just, you take it 1 month at a time, kind of thing.
Right.
I think you have to manage expectations, and that's one of the hardest things to do. But Elena's right; it might take 2 or 3 or 4 months for them to get that, number in their head. Get it into their.
Okay. Will you say, okay, we'll list it at this, but I know it's not going to go anywhere?
Yes, sometimes.
Well, we're very positive. Honestly, we've been very fortunate that we've listed some that people were like, no way, could you sell it at that? And we have.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're very good at what we do.
Well, you have a good handle on the market, right?
To get the most.
But what I'm saying is, like, if somebody came in and said, no, I want $1.5 million for a $900,000 house.
Then that's unrealistic. That's no good.
It's unrealistic because all you're doing is
you're not going to put the time and effort into it to go and sell it.
Right.
If there's any flexibility,
that's too far apart.
It works.
Nobody's usually that crazy, though. It's never that bad.
Well, it's. I'm sure there's a few percentage points.
They have an idea. Everybody's pretty educated now. It's very simple to go online and see what your neighbor sold the house for. You see what you're selling across the street. So they basically have an idea. So it's never so far apart.
Do you watch the real estate TV shows?
Yes, we do.
Does it make you nauseous or what? When you see some of these really nice looking homes and they're going for $275,000. Here it's $2.75 million.
And then they do the renovation budget.
Yeah.
And we're like,
you could throw up from those budgets.
I was like, well, they don't live in New York. That's for sure.
$86,000 to do that whole house.
That's crazy, right? With some of these things that they do and how much money they spend, and
that's so nuts.
Yeah, I'm like, are you kidding me?
It's a different market here, clearly.
I mean, I know prices. To fix things, to renovate a kitchen and whatever. It depends what you're doing to the kitchen too. But they're using builder's grade materials and whatever, and they're giving you all kinds of ridiculous quotes. Some of them, are so, I think they're so expensive because the people that are buying, it's for TV. So I mean, I don't have a pot to crap in, and you want $90,000 to redo my foyer. So my house will sell better.
Right.
Then that comes to Elena and I discussing with the homeowners on what they could potentially do. Usually we recommend not to do anything unless they're a contractor themselves, or if their family member is a contractor, they can do an inexpensive job, less costly.
Just to dress it up.
To clean it. So stage it, or however you want to call it.
I'm sure you see this. A lot of people, they come in and they make major changes when they buy a. I remember when my parents sold their house years and years ago. Both my parents are gone now, but when they sold their house, I could remember my father going back because he saw all these workers like gutting the house, going back a few months later, knocking on a door just so that he could see what they did.
Right.
And I'm like, Dad, it's not your house anymore, But he's like, no, but they changed the whole thing, So,
I had someone who
exactly,
I had someone who bought. I lived in Holbrook at the time, at the Colony, if you're familiar with it. And I had a beautiful place. It was just beautiful. And prior to us moving, before we decided we were going to move, we did the floors. We did the kitchen. We did the floors. And spent about $7,000-8,000 at the time to do the floor and just in the hallway and in the kitchen. And these people came into the house. They loved it. They bought the house 1, 2, 3, and they changed it. They ripped up the brand new floors, ripped up the brand new carpeting, and put in what they want.
Well,
it's okay. It's your house now. You can do whatever you want.
Right. And I've talked to other real estate. It seems like that seems to be what you guys are recommending now. Just, put lipstick on this pig, so to speak, so you don't
classic.
Yeah, you don't put a lot of money into it.
We have one story that
because people are going to do.
We sold a $1.8 million house. They had just put in a $200,000 kitchen.
Don't tell me.
And 1 week after they closed, they demolished the kitchen and put a new one in.
Wow. Well, that's like, I have my brother's an electrician and he works out in the Hamptons. And he tells me all the time, these people spend a couple $1 million on a house, tear it down to build another one. It's crazy, right? With some of this,
Let's give off the phone number again.
Well, what we're going to do before we do that,
we're going
to take a quick break.
Okay, break.
All right, and when we come back, we'll give out the phone number. We'll take some phone
Somebody
calls.
has to call in.
Yeah, come on, call in. Give us your calls tonight. But first, let's get a word from our sponsors.
Hi, this is Darren from the Business Power Hour. Are you associated with a charity or a nonprofit organization that is looking to raise money, but you want to do something different from other charities or something you've never done before? Well, if that's the case, then you need to call our friends at Friend Entertainment USA. Friend Entertainment provides tribute concert events featuring the best tribute talent from all over the USA, saluting stars such as Donna Summer, the Bee Gees, Queen, and many more. Whether you like Motown, rock and roll, R&B, country, Christian, or whatever type of music you like, they will provide you with the best entertainment at a price that is very affordable. In addition to music, they are now offering comedy shows saluting such stars as Robin Williams and Joan Rivers. With over 31 years of experience, Friend Entertainment will teach you how to create a successful show. The first thing you need to do is sit down with them and learn how you and your organization can put together a show that can be done from anywhere in the USA. These events will help you bring needed funds and branding to your organization so you can continue to provide the needed services to your community. No organization is too big or too small. So reach out today. You can call or email Norman at Friend Entertainment USA and let him help your charity or nonprofit create an unforgettable fundraising experience. Call 844-698-9696. That's 844-698-9696, or visit their website at friendentusa.com and ask for the Music Man. Tell him Darren sent you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Business Power Hour with Darren the Music Man.
And please give us a call at 631-415-1365.
We're back here with our guests, Chris and Elena Galluzzo. Right? Hi, guys.
Hi.
So you have some events coming up you wanted to chat about, correct?
So just some of our listings that we have.
Oh, listings, okay.
We just listed 7 homes, all waterfront homes, canals from Lindenhurst all the way into East Rockaway. So
and that's really the Sandy area, right? A lot of homes got destroyed.
So these were all affected by Sandy. The government, the state came in and bought the properties from the homeowners and then sold them at auction to a new team of developers. And one of our buyers, one of our sellers, bought them from the state, and then the state gave them a mandate that they have to build them within 1 year from the closing. So he's in the process of building these homes. We just sold one in Massapequa and Nassau Shores. And we have one in Lindenhurst that's almost done, and one in Belmore, Baldwin, Merrick.
Tell us
East
a little bit about the homes. What are they going for?
So they're going anywhere from $625,000 to $850,000. They're various sizes on various different lots. The one we just sold in Nassau Shores had a 34-foot length of dock in the rear. Beautiful home, really renovated magnificently. And they didn't have to raise it like many of the other houses in Lindenhurst. You have to go 12 feet, 15 feet. This one had to be raised about 6 feet.
Can they be insured?
Yes. So that's the other thing. Once you raise them,
then it's insurable.
Then you're insurable, through that.
Because we know then that the waves are more than likely not going to take it out. But people didn't think that was going to happen.
Well, they won't flood either.
And they won't flood.
Right,
so
which is really key.
And the other thing is we're looking to sell in Montauk now, and now they're talking about Montauk being a problem in downtown, that they're going to have water issues in 30, 40 years. Downtown Montauk's going to be gone.
Well, I was also heard that the Bronx is looking to build a barrier because over the next, they said they were very lucky either which way with Sandy. But if another Sandy comes, the Bronx is going to get destroyed, which may be a good thing. And then they rebuild it.
Or Yankee fans.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
I was going to say, yeah, we're all Yankee fans.
Absolutely. Worked in the stadium when I was a kid.
You lived right across the street from the stadium, right?
No, but I took the 4 train.
Well, he saw Babe Ruth play.
Nice.
Yeah, so. That's it.
Elena can tell a story about the home we just sold on Marlin with the 6 children.
Oh my gosh.
Which was a really nice deal on Marlin.
What about it?
Just the Ugenti family. How nice. We worked with them, really nice, and they were very happy when we
How many
sold
bedrooms was it?
6 kids.
That was a good answer.
See, I come from a family of 5 kids, so I know what the pain of having that many kids in the house.
Yeah, they had a lot of kids. 8. I think there was 8 of them altogether.
8 kids?
8 kids.
Oh,
Yeah, it was mixed.
Divorce, and then they mixed in.
I got you.
Another 3
So
kids.
8 altogether, but
Yeah, so you know, my parents weren't divorced. We had 5 of us. My father came from a family of 12 kids.
But you're
Wow.
from Deer Park.
So yeah,
What area?
Pine Acres Boulevard.
Oh, sure. I used to own horses.
Is this an Italian
Pine
thing?
Acres
You have 12
Boulevard.
kids, you have 8
We used to
things.
keep our horses on your block.
My grandfather had, you know where the stable was?
Sure, Jimmy
right?
Lechner, across
Yeah,
from Jimmy
Jimmy.
Lechner.
I lived right next door to Jimmy Lechner.
And we lived across.
Okay.
And we had the horses on the big barn.
Right, and my grandfather lived right next to the high teas up on the side of the big barn.
By Renee.
By Renee.
Did your horses know each
Michael
other?
Sayafi.
Yeah, that's my brother.
If you guys start talking
What?
about playing in the mud
Sayafi.
together,
Yeah.
Get out of
Sayafi,
here.
yep.
oh my
No
god.
way.
Yep, I'm Darren.
Mike-
I'm the middle child.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's
But
very
you,
funny.
how old are you now?
I'm only 11 months younger than Mike.
So you're 53.
53.
So I'm 55. Michael
Right.
was more my age.
Mike's 54.
So this happens everywhere
and
we go.
And my oldest brother
Just an
Rob was
FYI.
50. Was your age?
Yes. And
Yeah.
I used to ride horses with Mike. Mike was
Okay.
like my buddy.
Yeah.
We had knives. I had cowboy
Okay,
hats.
so
I
you
wore
were-
chaps.
So we probably ran.
Dungaree
That must have been
jacket.
So
pretty.
Chris, we probably knew
Yeah.
each other when we were kids because we lived there till I was 12,
Right.
and then we moved out to Shirley.
By the way, he's
my
looking
God.
to sell his house in about 6 months.
We're ready.
Yeah, and
I know
Renee's my
the
cousin, right? Renee's my cousin.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I
it's
gave
'cause
Renee my pony.
Okay,
I gave her Frosty.
Did
a
you-
Shetland white pony.
you had Frosty.
That
Frosty
was
was
my
your pony.
Oh,
Is this a new
my God.
I'm telling you,
gave
seriously.
Renee my pony.
This
We had
is
Poco.
We can have a show called
hilarious.
Darren and
Poco.
Frosty.
Right, we had Poco. So
Yeah, real estate.
I played
let's talk about horses. And my grandfather
That's
lived right next door to Renee.
hilarious.
Yes.
Right, but he died when I was 9.
Oh my.
So,
Hey, Elena,
but
let's
he
you
had
and
to
I have
raise
a
horses.
conversation.
Sidebar.
Sidebar. That's
Hilarious,
wild.
I love it.
I have a
So,
picture of me riding in a rodeo.
Why don't you
on
let's
my
show
Facebook
everybody?
page.
okay, yeah. So I remember my grandfather was part of the Dix Hills Riders, right? So I
My
remember
mother
that.
and father, Carmine and
Yeah.
Fran.
Okay.
My mother ran the barn. She was the manager of the barn. That's
Really?
the only way we could afford to have horses because we were broke. We were
Right.
poor.
Yeah.
And my mother
Well, so
managed
we-
the barn
we lived right across
for
the
the
street.
owner, and
Yeah.
he gave us free board.
Yeah.
And then I got the pony, and I had to build my own barn. So I went around the neighborhood and found wood.
Right.
And one of the walls was a knock hockey table that I found in somebody's garbage. And I
Oh
made
man,
my
those are
own
good days. Those are
barn
good days.
out of
Yeah,
that.
that was a lot of fun.
And then they sold that barn,
Yeah.
10 acres, and they built these awful houses.
my
This
God.
thing tomorrow, you're
Well,
going
the
to
block
get a
looks
YouTube.
nothing like it did. You can't even recognize my grandparents' house.
I know.
Like that yard, because they had 3 acres. They had a barn back. Remember that they had the barn back there and everything. And now you go by, you don't even see the house.
Right.
It's like all covered in trees and
Well,
everything.
the strange
else.
thing is we sell a lot of houses. In fact,
Right.
Marlin, the house we sold,
Right.
it abuts. The back of Marlin goes to the house, the barn. So when I look through Marlin's backyard, I'm like, oh my God, I grew
Right.
up there. This was the best place.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful.
We had a
neighborhood.
lot of fun.
So
Yeah.
tomorrow
Yeah.
you're going to get to YouTube, and we're going to have a wonderful conversation about the real estate business, whatever. And if somebody by mistake hits like 45 minutes into this, and you're talking about Frosty in the barn,
I can't believe
It's gonna
Frosty
be
was your
interesting.
pony. That's wild.
That's so
You know,
crazy.
no, but that's our real estate business. We are very network oriented. Elena and I know a lot of people, and we really have
It's
a
really
lot of great
Right.
friends. And
everybody's from Deer Park, by the way.
What networking groups
well,
do you go
that's
to?
what I'm saying. My parents knew his parents, and everybody knew everybody. We moved out to Shirley when I was 12. My father still came to Deer Park. To anything he needed, he went to Deer Park.
Right.
And it was like, whenever you had to go, get something, it was like, oh, I'm going to Deer Park to get it. I was like, Dad, you're a half an hour away from Deer Park. 45 minutes from Deer Park. Why are you going to go?
You asked me what network. So I belong every Wednesday morning at 7 in the morning. We meet in Hop Hog at the Paradise Diner with my group called BALI, Business Associates of Long Island. It's a great group. We have 30 plus members now, and that's really fun. So if anybody wants to join that group, call me.
I'd love to come down and say hello.
That would be great.
It's Wednesday?
Wednesday, 7 a.m.
At Paradise?
Paradise in Hop Hog.
And how did they get a hold of you, Chris?
917-939-2271. 917-939-2271.
Didn't have to tell him twice. He didn't need to say it again.
What'd you say, 8 o'clock?
Well, that's one of the rules I learned. Elena and I talked about this. Jimmy Brett, who's a very, very well-known real estate broker in Manhattan.
Right.
He's 76 years old. He has 2 children that are under 6 now.
Right.
But wonderful man. But he taught us to make your number twice. Every way you call, always repeat your number twice. Once slow, once a little faster, but always do that. And Elena,
even on phone calls, I leave my number twice. Always.
Do you have any specials going on? Any houses that are really hot?
Yeah, like a $1.2 million house I can get for like $200,000.
Something like that. Anything special?
What's our houses that we have now? What's your favorite?
Something hot. No, now I'm having brain freeze.
Okay, if I'm
all right, so
I'm trying to downsize.
Okay, so I have there's so many in our neighborhood where we live right now. So we have 6 Clayton Drive, beautiful colonial, and that has an apartment. Like you could have an extended family. Then we have another one, 18 McCulloch, same house, little with no apartment, but it has a very big basement, pool. They all have pools. 31 Seward, all in the same neighborhood. 24 McLean Drive.
This is Dix Hills.
This is all in Dix Hills.
Parkway, Village on the Hill.
Got it.
It hits one neighborhood, so we happen to have like 5 houses in that neighborhood.
Right.
Right now, that all of those homes are very, very nice. All priced around $899. Come down and get it.
I had mentioned
Crazy
to you
Eddie.
Crazy
on Knox Street.
Giving it away.
On Knox
giving
Street,
them away.
there were a couple of homes that were vacant, or they weren't sold, and one person bought a house and he turned it. It's gorgeous. Their backyard's got to be $1 million. Do you know the house I'm referring to?
Knox Place.
Yeah, it's right off of Randolph.
So we had that listing actually. Yeah.
What a
it
house
ended up selling
that
for $900,000.
It wound up selling.
Yeah,
And how much did he
nice
possibly pay? He must have put in a
paid
fortune.
$500 and change, and he put in a few $100,000.
Oh yeah, the backyard
Had
alone
time.
got basketball court, got everything, swimming pool.
That's perfect for you.
So we just sold a beautiful home though. A beautiful builder built it on
Oh
Twilight.
yeah! Oh my
7
goodness!
Twilight.
That's a special
court
house.
in Melville. Beautiful home. We sold that for $1.6 million and change because it didn't close yet.
Right.
And then the great story about that is Elena will tell the story, but we sold another house with that one. So
So no, basically
that's why we're good.
We had we sold the house on Twilight, but the person who wanted to purchase it needed to list and sell his house because he didn't think he was going to find anything that day, and he walked in, he loved it, but he was going away on Tuesday. So we listed his house on like Monday.
From the open house Sunday.
And then we sold his house before he got on the plane.
Oh, that's great.
And so
you guys are monsters.
So he was able to have a very nice vacation. And then
in the Cayman Islands.
And then our sellers were very happy that we sold Twilight.
Is that where he picked up his money at the Cayman Islands?
Probably.
Nice. Probably went down.
Yeah, so we did a double transaction in like 4 days.
So give us some parting words because it's getting late.
Yep.
And if there's anything that you want to say, again, how do people reach you?
You do that.
That's one of the things, you want to hire an expert in the industry. We've been in this industry I've been in it for 31 plus years. She's been in it for 15 plus years. We have 70 plus referrals on Zillow. We're the agents that you want. You want experts in the industry. We are the experts in the industry. If you need to reach us, Elena's number is always accessible, and mine. Her number is 631-774-3333. 631-774-3333. And, That's exactly
That's
what
an
you
easy
want.
number to remember.
Yes,
Well, you know,
the best number.
it was great having you guys on the show.
Thank
And it's
you.
funny, it took us almost the whole show to realize that we knew each other when we were
Such a
kids.
small world.
It is a
You have
small world.
A wonderful family.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
You had
It
a
was
younger brother too.
I have 2 younger brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
One had
Jimmy. Yeah.
Jimmy had
Yeah.
cerebral
Palsy. Yeah. He's still going. He's still
still
going,
kicking
man.
He was a rock solid.
Yeah. Well, that was all the physical therapy
Yes.
that he did.
Yes.
Yeah, my younger brother.
He's got some guns too.
My younger brother has cerebral palsy, in mostly his legs and that. And when he was younger, he used to, he had the Forrest Gump
He was great.
braces, and he wore a football helmet.
Yeah.
And this kid went to physical therapy every day, and
He
we were
worked
all
out
running
so
around.
hard.
He wanted to be running around, and before
He
you
was
know
right
it,
with us
he was right with us.
every day.
Yep.
And and then the other thing we do want to promote is Michael Alber's event tomorrow.
Yeah.
night.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
that's a good one.
The Lymphoma and Leukemia
Right.
Society is very, very important to Elena and I because we
Mm-hmm.
lost my brother to cancer.
Right.
A number of years
And
ago.
Jim, if you could put that up again. And look, if you can't make the event tomorrow night, please donate.
Contact Elena or I,
Yeah.
and you can donate through us. My number again is 917-939-2271.
Yeah, please do that. Please support all the. You
No
guys know
crying.
this. We're very big on supporting all the charities that come on. Because look, everybody's been affected by cancer. We've all been affected by cancer. So reach out, help out when you can.
My wife, thank God she did well, but a year and a half ago had cancer. They took a tumor out of her, bigger than this.
Really?
Wow.
That's how
Wow.
big. Yeah,
Thank
it was
God.
huge.
That's
It was
crazy.
huge. So thank God, she's okay. So cancer's kind of like important to me. Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I have a meeting with the American Cancer Society of Long Island because I guess this is part of commercial time. We were asked to participate in the NFL alumni fundraiser, which is going to be held at the Meadowlands on June 30th, with the proceeds being donated to American Cancer Society of Long Island with the children's group. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that's where it's going to
That's
go.
fabulous.
And the NFL Alumni Association is going to be
They're
coming
going to
on
be here
June
in
12th,
June
right?
with
we'll be
one or two
watching.
professional football players that are members of the organization, and that's it. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Well, we want to thank both of you. This was really phenomenal.
Yeah, this was fun.
We were very nervous about this. We're not very good at TV.
We're so
but
bad at it.
you and everybody here was wonderful. in
Thank
getting
you.
This all
Oh,
set
thank
up.
you very
Thanks
much.
for the
Thank you very much.
invitation.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate you guys coming
See, it's
on.
fun.
We really do.
Yeah, it
you
was fun.
don't even know that you're on TV. You
Well, I
just
think that's our higher purpose besides giving back to others is having
It's
fun.
fun. And that's what
Fun
it's
is
all
good.
about, right?
Fun is good.
Oh, we got
let's
one
see,
more
we got
call.
What?
Yeah, take the call.
Maybe it's Frosty.
Good evening. Welcome to the Business Power Hour. Who we have on the phone?
Hey, can someone just pump up Norm's chair? He's a little slouched down there. I could hardly clean him.
Listen, buddy. Listen, buddy. Hey, did you pick up on the fact that Chris and I are friends from childhood?
That's his
And we didn't
cousin.
even know it?
It's amazing that you have a friend.
And, I love you, cousin.
That's great.
We usually call in earlier. What happened?
Yeah, what happened, John?
Yeah, I took a nap. Watching the Met game. The Met game.
Oh,
Don't believe
Take a
it. They're winning.
after that.
Very good. That was a good one.
Actually,
Have a nice night.
the Mets are doing good this
well,
year.
no,
Yeah,
hold
they
on. No, wait. The Mets started out 11-1 last
Last year too.
Right?
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, I don't.
They didn't
don't
wake
get
up
your
yet.
hopes up too high just yet, there, buddy.
They're still sleeping.
Just tell them to stand for the judge. And
That's
see how
it.
it goes.
Anyway, that's
So
great.
we-
Thank you, John, for calling in.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you,
John,
everybody,
buddy.
for watching us. And we'll
Hey,
see
John, we still haven't gotten a picture of you.
You
Well,
got
okay,
it.
John, we still haven't gotten your picture of you in our shirt. You got to send us that
you. Yeah,
picture,
we have to
John.
get shirts for you, too.
Yeah, we
Oh,
got
thank you.
shirts
We have
for you
shirts.
guys.
These shirts.
Yeah.
Nice.
Power
Love
hour.
it.
Business
Power.
shirt.
Like you'll wear them, you know.
We wear them.
You did great. I love it.
All
So
right,
again,
great.
thanks
Thank
guys
you
for
very
being
much.
on.
Great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night,
So,
everybody. We'll see you next
yep,
week.
See you next week,
Have a
everybody.
great one.
of where I stand. Oh, my mind clear. Oh, I shed all of my tears. Oh, now baby, I was just waiting here while you moved on. Security, this newfound freedom you kept from me. The sound of all your loaded guns. This outbreak war has just begun. The sound of all your loaded guns. This broken man has already won. Oh.